Hold the boat, behold, I am coming. Jesus whisper still. All the angels bow to heaven by the grace of God. Never give up. Jesus is coming. It's the darkness just before dawn. Never give up. Jesus is coming. And never give up. Keep holding on. There are times when my strength that we get so discouraged. It seems like all hopes are gone, but there is one who I know who will give you the courage and strength to travel on. Never give up. Jesus is coming. It's the darkness just before dawn. Never give up. Jesus is coming. And never give up. Keep holding on. Never give up. Keep holding on. There are times when we sin, yeah, we get so discouraged and think that all strength is gone. But there is one who I know who will give you the courage and strength to travel on. Said never give up. Jesus is coming. It's the darkness just before dawn. Hold on, never give up. Jesus is coming. And never give up. Keep on. Never give up. Keep on. There are days when we sleep, so we get so discouraged. There are days when I know He gives you the courage and strength to try on. But there is one who I know who gives me the courage and strength to travel on. Say never give up, never give up. Jesus is coming. Of the mountain is still good in the valley when things go wrong. He'll make it right. The God of the good time is still God in the bad time. The God of the day is still God of the night. When we're up on the mountain, but when things go wrong, well, if it's best, well, in the valley, or else on temptation, where we love people, that's where we put the mountain. He's still good in the valley when things go wrong. He'll make it right. He's the God of the good time. He's still God in the bad time. The God of the night is still God in the night of the day. He's still God in the night. The mountain is still God in the valley when things go wrong. He'll make it right. The God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the is still God in the night. The God of the mountain is still God in the valley. When the things go wrong, He'll make it right. The God of the good times is still God in the bad times. the God of the day. He's still God in the night, the God of the day. He's still God in the night. Good night, YouTubers. Good night to everyone out there and under the sound of my voice. Those that are tuning in, those that have been here, listening, has not been seen on the screen that you're here, could you please touch your bell, touch your notification bell? Could you please touch the like button? Could you please show yourself on the screen? Join me here tonight. Tonight, I give God thanks for being here. The God in the good time, God in the bad times, the God of the night is the God of the day. The God of the mountain is the God in the valley. So today, if you have a rough time throughout the day, throughout the week, remember, He's still God of the day. He's God of the night. When things go wrong, He will make them right. So don't give up. Have your faith anchored into the hand of God, who rises and settles the sun, who gives you life. So anchor your faith. Put your trust in Him. Is there anyone having a birthday? Every person have a birthday. Every day, a person have a birthday. May God bless you, prosper you, give you long life, and not only but long life, but with health. Anyone mourning this evening? There are always person mourning. The road you traveled and reached safely on is the same road others killed, got injured on. So, it is enough to give God thanks. But if you have persons that are in such position, family that are mourning, friends that are mourning, remember, the God of the night, God of the day, God in the good times, and He's still the God in the bad times. Don't give up. Mourn and mourn, because it is a part of you to be mourned. There's a part of the scriptures that says, it is better to be in the house of mourning than to be in the house of pleasure. Sounds funny, but there is a reality to it. Okay? So, my condolence to those that have persons that have passed away under questionable circumstances, maybe in an accident, in the hospital, wailing for sometimes, and for reasons that we sometimes do not understand and we don't know. So therefore, let us bear with you, share with you, mourn with you, smile with you, mourn. For those that know, school will be back in session for all the countries that are school are on holiday, was on holiday. They are now approaching the seasons that each child, school age, child at daycare age, they are going back to school, preschool, middle school, and all the schools. Now remember, and someone's going for exams, remember, if you did not study, there's nothing you will able to remember. You're going back to school, go with a proper mindset. The next holiday, you should believe in school better, more brighter, if you should say, more knowledgeable. So God be with all those who have to enter school, have to be traveling back and forth. There are so many unseen things around. Be careful of your surrounding. Be careful of the company you are in. Be careful of the places you go. Be careful of the persons who ask you to do things that you know it isn't right. So God be with all the children. The angels of God who encamped round about them. Keep, guide, and protect them. For parents, let your understanding, let your wisdom, let your knowledge does rule. Be an example to your child or children. Be an example to them. Hash out your differences in a more suitable way, not before the child. And honestly, hug your children. Be a friend to them. Be a companion to them. Love them. Love them with all the love that God has endured upon you. Love your children. Love your children. Fathers, be there for your children. Your boys and your girls need your affection. Help them with their homework. If you can't even understand the work that the teacher gave to them, keep their company while they are doing their homework. Sit up with them. Hug them. Tell them that you love them. And with that said, did you look yourself in the mirror this morning, this afternoon, this evening, and said, self, I love you? That is part of your duty. Hug yourself. Huddle yourself. Said, self, I love you. I respect you. I appreciate you. Because you are fearfully and wonderfully made. There's no other person like you. There is no other copy as me. I am who I am. You are who you are. Do not try to be like the other person. Be yourself. Be yourself at all times. So love yourself. Appreciate yourself at all costs. At all costs. Love yourself. And with so doing, you will be able to love others and to appreciate others. So, give yourself a hug. Love yourself unconditionally, because no one can do it as you do it. Love yourself. And love comes first from yourself. So if you did not do that, look yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself. Be pleased with yourself. And said, I love you. Yes. I haven't seen anyone on the screen yet. But I will be still speaking, talking, murmuring, not murmuring, whispering. Yes. Again, good night to everyone. I appreciate you. To those that have subscribed to the channel, I appreciate you. I thank you. Thank you for helping me to grow the channel. Thank you for subscribing to me. And I hope those that have subscribed to me are always tuning on to the live. I am not on every night. I will not be on every night because whatever I am coming with, I needed substance to be with it. So I will not be on. Do not look for me every night. And as time go by, I will do live in the day as well. As soon as I progressed. But thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your subscription. And I just pray that you, during those that I have been doing, the posts that I have made, the lives that I have done, you have gathered something substantial out of it. You may not like everything I said. That is understandable. You may not agree with everything I said. That is understandable. But look into it, dissect it. And as I said, from the name of my channel, you can understand where I am coming from. And I will say that times and again, I do not do mix-up. If you're coming with something from somewhere, let it be positive. If you're not saying something positive about someone, please just listen while I speak. For those that join in the live and that will share as a call-in, just listen. But I don't do mix-up. I don't run a rumor mill factory. No. These are times when we should have trained our mind to be positive, to have a positive outlook on life. See the good in each person, however bad you think they are. See the good in them. There's a plant named Bissy. That's the same one you call cola nut. Did you know it is poisonous? Yet it cures poison. Yes. If you got poison, it cures it. It eliminates it from your body. Hockey can be poisonous if you do not allow it to open on its own. If you force it to open, it is poisonous. For those that know hockey and as taste of hockey, love hockey. I love hockey very much. So, see the good in person. You have a thing named poison ivy. See the beauty in it. The way the leaves set and the way it crawls on it, wrapped itself around wall or tree. So see the good in each and every person. Do not let your adrenaline go up and eat you up. No. We have time to live. And let us live it. And do not hurt ourselves. Because getting upset and getting It is sending you're destroying yourself. You're destroying yourself. Yes. So again, love yourself. Appreciate yourself. Do good to yourself. Because if you don't do good to yourself, you're not going to do good to me. But do good to yourself. Love yourself. And I cannot emphasize that enough. Love yourself. Yes. Love yourself. Not to harm yourself, but for the good of yourself. Love yourself. Okay. I think enough of me. Put out my little croaking voice out there. And you can see my topic, knowledge. And so I am on half an hour and 28 seconds. I haven't seen anybody on the live yet, so I hope you will come. I'm gonna take the chance and push it a little bit over the hour and see what happens. Knowledge. What is knowledge? How do you utilize knowledge? What knowledge means to you as a person, as a people, as a company, as a group? What does it mean to you? How do we understand knowledge? How do we understand knowledge? How? So, knowledge is given by God. When we all who go through the doors of school, when you go to school, they teach you that you have 5 senses. 5 senses. We have hearing, seeing, feeling, tasting. But when you go to the man or to the being that endow us with things, he has not said all of those. He gave us 3 plus 1. He gave us wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And along with that, he said, take discretion with you. So we're here to talk about a little about knowledge, and knowledge will push us right into all of this. Wisdom. Wisdom is from his mouth, the mouth of God. Knowledge and understanding. Wisdom is from the mouth of God. Knowledge and understanding. I love the book of Proverbs. And not only since I am an adult, but ever through schooling, I'll read the book of Proverbs as if I am reading my textbook. Because what? The book of Proverbs, it prepares you. It prepares you as a young person. It prepares you as an adult. It prepares you going into adulthood. It prepares you how you should behave and what you should look out for as young ones. So I ever love the book of Proverbs. And most of my things, I pull them from Proverbs. Because Proverbs, Ecclesiastic, and which other one? They are so knowledgeable. Things that you didn't even think of. You go in the book of Proverbs, it's there. Wisdom is it comes from his mouth. Knowledge and understanding. So when I put up knowledge and, these are the and. Okay? It said use wisdom and understanding to establish your home. Let good sense fill the room with priceless treasure. When you have these three and you use these three and you exercise these three, it covers everything. Because you have to have wisdom to deal with people out there. Knowledge is information and the skill of acquired by persons through experience, education, theoretical or practical understanding of a subject. The thrust of knowledge. So I'll repeat. Knowledge is information that you acquired. Through schooling, through experience. So you get it through theoretical, practical understanding. Now, if you have the knowledge of something, knowledge won't be affected if you keep it by yourself. You have to share knowledge. And these days, you have to pay high price. The only way you don't pay high price unless you have the experience. But you got to pay high price. Okay? If I am a seamstress, and I'm going to share two stories, and these are not stories taken from a book that somebody penned and peradventure take out or had in. This is things I saw with my own eyes. Let's say I was there. There was a man in the town of a parish, and he used to fix batteries. And at all times you go to, whether you're passing or if you have to stop there or whatever, but you have never seen him with a second person helping him. It's all alone him. And one day it so happened that I went to his place. I needed some information. And I said to him, but you're getting older. Because I know him when he was sort of young and look good, vibrant. You know? And I said to him, so why don't you get somebody Why don't you teach them the trade? Because he was the only person throughout that was doing that job. His answer to me was, I'm not teaching anybody because they might take away my trade from me. My reply to him was, when you die, that goes with you. So there is nobody to carry on this knowledge. You ain't imparted to anyone. You kept it all to yourself. And so say, so done. He passed away, and there was not one young person who have garnered that knowledge from him. It went with him. Isn't that selfish? Wherever he got the knowledge from, he get it. And somebody imparted to him, whether through school or somebody else's experience, but he have got the knowledge from someplace. And on his selfish behavior, he decided not to impart it to none of these young guys. These youngsters, and you would see youngsters go there. But if you pass on or you happen to go there and there is some young men there, he would not be doing any work. He sat at his little shop doorway or on a stool or somewhere. And as soon as they left, he started to work. This knowledge only serves him. This information only serves him. He passed with it. So nobody else gets it. What would we call that? Is that selfish action? No. There was another lady. Of course, we used to go, we went to school together. And years passed, we end up in the same church house together until I walked away. Yeah. She was working at a store. And the store manager said to her, you know, it would be good if you have your own business because your little salary here don't run things because she have a family. So the person, the store manager, said she know of a friend in the city that do hot church art, you name all, well, most of the church art, of course. She's going to ask that person to get her in. She will pay for the course, which is the store manager. Paid for the course. So she only have to find her fare to go there. She went. She was very successful in learning the trade quickly and nicely. Yeah. And she came back She opened her own hot store. She was making the hats at home. And I'm going to interview church people too. Because guess what? I was there. And I have seen most of the shortcomings. The way persons treat other persons. The way they use other persons for steps to reach where they want to go. Not imparting. And she took one of this young lady from the church to help her. And this young lady religiously paid her fare from where she was to reach where the store owner is to learn the trade. Working with her and learn the trade because she was doing two jobs at the same time, same place. Because she have young toddlers. So she was taking care of those, plus she's helping her with that business. And one day I said to the young lady, you supposed to know all the different style of hat. You supposed to can make your own now. And she said, to be honest to you, I don't even know how to cut. I said, how? She said the lady put out, after she left her house, she stayed up at night, whatever time of the night, and she cut and she formed and she put it on the mold. When she went back the next day, hats are on the mold. She have never seen how she do a design. And she spent more than 3 years with that woman. Well, not more than 3 years. She spent less than 3 years. She spent about a year and much, going into 2 years with her. It didn't go over 3 years. And I said to her, that's funny. This is the young lady that is going to church. The person that is making the hat is going to church. And when they went into church, oh, sister so-and-so. Oh, sister so-and-so. And sister so-and-so. Not getting a proper salary from you. And she's there because she told her she's going to teach her the trade. No, this was somebody who paid for it for her. And not even to say, okay, I'm going to charge you half of the amount to teach you the trade. That young lady has never learned the trade. Knowledge garner, knowledge not impart. Selfishness. Somebody teach you the skill. Somebody help you to get that skill. And at the same time, you refuse in your selfish self not to teach. So if there's anything, and if you haven't learned that to your children, then only you and you alone acquire that skill. And when you pass, so knowledge is not useful if it haven't passed on. Because it passed on from one person to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. I want to bake bullets. And I went to somebody, I have an idea what happened. But I want to be sure. So I went to somebody. Because when I actually started, I get the clear sugar, not the dark one. And the person said to me, no, get the dark sugar. Get some molasses too, because sometimes even though the sugar is dark, it needs to be a little dark, and they explained to me. And I met Bulla. And I taught person how to do it, plus other things. So knowledge is important. Knowledge is to use and use in a way that other person can learn from it. Now, wisdom, understanding, and of course, you top it up with discretion. Thank you for coming and for upping off. Why did you up off? Come on back. Be my company. I saw you come out and I saw you jump up. Stayed, man. You'll get a thing or two. Right? Now, wisdom is the next important factor to link up with knowledge. Hear what I say before? Wisdom from his mouth, the mouth of God. Also cometh knowledge and understanding. He said, use wisdom and understanding, the room with priceless treasure. And you find that in Proverbs 2 and verse 6. I'll be giving you passages tonight. Proverbs 24, verses 2 to 21. Proverbs 2 and verse 11. Proverbs 18 and verse 15. Proverbs 3 and verse 15 as well. In all thy getting, get understanding. The discretion is Proverbs 26 and verse 16. Make a man slow to anger. This is where discretion plays its role. Now, there was a man being spoken of and written about by the name, is it Solomon or David? Whichever they are, soon come with it. Solomon. Here's it, all thy getting, get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And you use these, and plus discretion, you use them in every aspect of your life. You use it in your workplace, you use it at your play field, you use it in your home, you use it around your friends, you use it in every aspect of your life. You use it to news carriers. It news in every aspect of your life. Use it with the rumor mill workers. Use it in every aspect of your life. There were two women. Both of them have babies. Have baby. I guess the two baby was of the same sex. So if it was girl, it's two girl. And if it was boy, it was two boys. And I guess the both of them apparently born the same day. Apparently they were the same age. Yeah. This woman fell asleep and she rolled over on her baby and killed, and the baby passed away. YouTube, I'm trying not to use those words. Yeah? Cool. The other woman have her baby cuddled up beside her, fell asleep as well too. The other woman, number 2, when she got up, she realized that her baby sleeping forever. Amen. She decided, while the other mother is sleeping, to snatch the baby and replace it with hers that are sleeping permanently. When mother number 1 opened her eyes, when she woke up and looked at the baby, she realized this is not her baby. Maybe she used the clothes that she dressed the child in. The looks that she realized this is not her child. So she looked over and the child beside her were sleeping permanently unto eternity. She looked over on the other side and there was her baby beside mother number 2. So of course, with any woman would have said, this is not my baby. Why did you exchange the baby? That is my baby over there. Give me my baby. And she said, no. So which one is going to keep quiet? None. Because I know it's my baby. So I am going to put up a talk. So they said, okay. There is a wise man live up there, so he is the king of Israel. So you know what happened? Let us go to the king to ash this one out. And they both went to the king. So you know, mother number 1 have to be carrying this eternity sleeping baby, while mother number 2 is carrying a baby that have life. When they went and they made their cause be known, and the king and judge of that time sit back, I believe, and look at them and apparently asking himself, how am I going to solve this one? Because this one is a hard one. Who to believe? Should I believe mother number 1 or mother number 2? Who must I believe? So I think he thought, and he start gonna and plug in to the heaven, because the answer have to come from somewhere. And he rise and he said to the mother number 2 that have the living baby in her hand, and said, okay, I am going to divide this baby into 2. You get a half and she get a half. Mother number 1 said, no, king. No. Give her the old child. That is where wisdom came in. That is where understanding came in. And the king of the day said to mother number 2, the child belongs to mother number 1. Hand her her child. Mother number 2 did not care about the child because he's going to separate the child and give it to that one. So she said, no, I rather her to have the live child than to have the child put into. That was how that court case was solved. And he know how. So this was where discretion popped in here. And what it says, discretion have you slow to anger. But most time, sometimes you hear a story, something happen, and you quick at the quickness of your ears. You jump to conclusion. You don't question it by yourself to find out and use discretion. Discretion make a man slow to anger. So if you use discretion, some of the anger that most persons get in, they would not have got into it because they would have sit back and asked the question. But how and why? How would this? This is 1 hour and no one joined me on my live. But anyhow, I am sure somebody's going to listen to this live. Somebody's going to watch this live. Regardless, nobody joined me on my live. Still thank you, still love you. The message has to go out. The live have to done. I have to present my topics that I am doing. So I will speak until I get people on the line. He said, patient man, ride donkey. Okay. Wisdom will enter the heart. Knowledge will be pleasant to your heart and soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Let me read it again. For wisdom will enter your heart. Knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Knowledge, information, and skill. So, when you have these 3 work with, knowledge is something you go after. Knowledge is never too much. Knowledge have no expiry date. Knowledge have no limit. Eager to know, to have the knowledge. It said Mary was sitting at the feet of Jesus, learning, while Martha was in the kitchen preparing food. And when the question was asked, it said Mary chose the better part. Because you are seeking to know more, to have an understanding and the wisdom. Why is this? You have the experience. Take a person that is a seamstress. Take a man that built pants. Overall, take a designer. At each time a designer sit and they create in themselves a style. When I used to sew, each time I would go in the stores and I would look at different style of things. And I will come home, get my material, and don't matter if I spoil it, I am going to get it. I need the knowledge. I need the knowledge. You go in different, I went to different countries. And I try to learn, I try to garner some things from them. That means I have a knowledge of this thing or that thing, this culture or that culture. And anywhere you go, from any person, try to learn something. Try to broaden your knowledge. Kick in with understanding. Because the three goes together. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Speak with wisdom. Be wise. It said, do not lean upon your own understanding. Seek the understanding from God. What you don't know in your moment, reach out and you will get a direction. I grew up around water. I grew up with the sea. I grew up with the river. And there is no time limit for me going to the sea or going to the river. I will go under the water and open my eyes under there in a diving position. Yet I did not swim. And what? Fear. Yet I go in the water. And I went down to the sea one day. And I sat there and looking at the sea. And I am looking at people going in. And I am looking at my husband, and him swim out, and he's swimming, and him swimming, and him swimming. And I sat there looking at him. And you know, after I'm swimming, him feel like he's tired, and he sit down. I said to myself, I am going to swim today. So I just jump in the sea. And away I went. I said to myself, there's a swimming it easy. Swimming was easy. And you learn, and each time, and from that, and I said, I can't swim now, man. Yeah. And what I said, I grew up with water. I grew up with the Caribbean Sea around me. I grew up with rivers. Yet I did not attempt to swim. Until the knowledge. My aspiration in life, I want to be a doctor. My reason wanted to be a doctor. I look at a human being and I want to know, especially, sorry, when, certain things in life, and you want to know, I want to know why this happened, why that happened. Still don't get to be a doctor, but I reached to a point where, sorry, I have a clear knowledge of certain things. I never get to be there. And I still don't give up hopes. I think one day I might just jump into it. Wake up my brains and start again. Okay? Seek to know knowledge. Have knowledge in all aspects of life. Do not just settle for the little bit that you have. Don't settle for little mediocre. You have just big Jill. Seek to get half pint. Seek to get a quart. Seek to get a gallon. Yes. It helps us. And if many people would have used discretion, some of the animosity and the disagreements would not have taken place. Many of the animosity and the disagreements that you even saw on social media would not have taken place. So when I go and say to you, this phone is blue, and you start kick up, you would have sit back and even ask the question, how do you know that? Be a detective. So understanding and discretion will allow you slow to anger. In all thy getting, get understanding. You need to understand what you're doing. You need to understand when somebody has spoken a word to you, what it means. Do not go ahead and just say, well then, so because, it doesn't work. This is where education plays a great role. You got to pay dear for it. High price. And you are not too old and you are not too young. So most people sit back and say, boy, I'm old now. No. Joel said, the elder woman teaches the younger. What do they teach them? They teach them a lot of things. They teach them how to love their husbands. They teach them and they teach them. Age comes with knowledge. Age comes with wisdom. Yeah. Anyhow, it has been a profound lesson, sharing out all of these information. Yeah. Take something from it. And not only taking it, but exercise it. Exercise understanding. Exercise discretion. Get wisdom in all thy getting. Get understanding. Let wisdom rule you. Yes. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for not being here. I know you will be here one of the day. And I still um, plead to the subscribers. You subscribe and you need to get a feel of what the channel do, the person behind the channel. And as I said before, we can learn together. We can grow together. We are talking about positivity, positive. Each one teach one. So thank you. And I am still appealing to subscribers. Turn on your notification bell. And when I go live, you will get the notification that you can join me on my live. And we can reason together. We can share together. We can love together. Yes, we will build the channel together. Have a good one. Be careful. If you cannot be good, be careful. Be cognizant of your surrounding. Be cognizant of your company and your group. Teachers that are going back in the classrooms, pray for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I am closing up, but there was one time ask for the guidance with the children you have to interact with. The parent who is also the guardians who you have to interact with. Let prayer be your guide. It's not an easy road, I can tell you. Yeah. So, if you can't be good, be careful. Be cognizant of the fact of your surrounding. Be wise in your doing. Use your discretion. It will not lead you into anger. You will be slow to anger, so you will not bother going into it. Have a good one. Love you. Respect you. And God be with you throughout. Thanks for being here. Thank you. And I know you'll come again. Thank you very, very much. You can watch this live after. You will find the live and you can watch or listen to this live again. Subscribers, please join me. You can't subscribe and you're not joining me. Please join me. Thank you. Listen to me. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is Aquarian, tuning out from Channel Positivity Positive. See you another day. Have a good one. Thank you.